I often tell people that being a dermatologist is a bit like being an investigator. There's a lot of history taking or information gathering that takes place. So it's not as simple as just looking at something and going, oh, here's a script and see you later. It's about learning about the patient. So psoriasis, by and large, is a genetically mediated condition. So there's often someone in the family who might have either skin psoriasis or psoriasis that affects their nails or their joints. It commonly presents with these thick, scaly plaques that present on the big surfaces of the skin, for example, the knees, the elbows, the scalp. Psoriasis can be very unsightly, but can also be itchy and uncomfortable and causes quite significant impact on patients' ability to wear everyday clothing and to present comfortably and with confidence to the world. Whilst there's no cure for psoriasis, we have now very good treatments that we use in a step-ladder approach. Environmental factors are also very important. Things such as smoking, drinking excess alcohol, carrying too much weight, and not looking after your diet can all compound psoriasis. One of the most common presentations that I see are patients who come to me saying, "Doctor, I've got pimples all up my arms and my thighs." But in fact, they're not pimples. It's a really common genetic trait called KERATOSIS PILARIS, or KP for short. KP is the process of excess skin growing around the hair follicles on the upper arms and the thighs. It is something, however, that can really frustrate people because it feels uncomfortable. It can be unsightly as it can be quite red. Many patients live their lives quite happily with KP and don't think twice about it. But if you are concerned about the bumps on the arms or the appearance, it can be seen by a GP and prescribed topical therapies. But of course, laser-based therapies, which are generally performed by dermatologists or other skin specialists, are very effective for the redness. Skin tags, everyone's most common bugbear when they come and see me. Look, these are little outgrowths of skin that can occur particularly around the neck, under the armpits or the inner groin, but they can occur anywhere. Whilst they are small and they can be very frustrating, get caught and bleed and be a little bit itchy, we as dermatologists often treat these using dry ice or liquid nitrogen. But what is important is to remember that if you are developing more than the average person, particularly around the neck or under the armpits, it could be a sign that you might be predisposed to diabetes. And it's really important to get checked out by your GP for signs of diabetes or a pre-diabetic state. So when patients come to see me with a red face and blemishes and have tried a number of different products and tell me that they're very sensitive to them all, it's a red flag for having rosacea. In my experience, the most common patient who suffers from rosacea might be someone with fair skin and is often mid-20s to say mid-40s. Acne rosacea, the more common type, we call papulopustular rosacea, where one develops little spots or blemishes that can occur across the face and can make them look quite red, but also cause significant embarrassment as their skin is not very clear. There are also other types of rosacea that can affect the eyes, such as ocular rosacea, and as the skin deteriorates and is left untreated, you can get quite significant swelling, or what we call Morbihan syndrome of the skin as well. So there are various different stages and phases of rosacea that can overlap. It's one that a lot of people don't realise can be treated with medical therapy and can have quite a significant impact on self-esteem and quality of life. The skin, like any organ, requires respect, but actually doesn't need a hell of a lot of very expensive products to look good and to feel good. I'd really love people to remember that we all have skin, and we all have skin that goes wrong at times. You shouldn't be embarrassed to seek help. In fact, seeking help early might save you a whole lot of embarrassment in the long run.